Man, some days could just be so whack. You know, when you wake up and you're like, today you want to do this, you want to do that, and before you know it, time is so fast. It goes, and you cannot even know what is going on. Like, when you woke up, you knew the things you wanted to do for that day. You thought you had your day planned out, but at the end of the day, you realize you did it little or even nothing. So in this video today, I'm going to talk about time management tips, how to manage your time, how to be more productive. I am Yaki Fodiama and you are welcome to my channel. If you love this video, please like it, subscribe or leave a comment, and don't forget to share it as well. So the first tip to managing your time is to prioritize correctly. What does this mean? When you wake up in the day, you know the things you need to do, so you prioritize them. For example, you need to go to the bank or you want to go to the market. Which one is more important to you? If it is going to the bank, that should be number one on your list. If it is going to the market, then that should be number one on your list. So it should come in the order of priority. The highest, of course, should make the top list. Number two, set a deadline for yourself. Like, you know, okay, maybe today you need to wash clothes, you need to cook. And so when you wake up in the morning, you do your cleanup, you do your morning routine, and then you say, okay, from so and so time to so and so time, I need to do my laundry. And then when it is that time, let's say maybe you want to start around 8 a.m., you start fixing your laundry around 8 a.m. And you know, okay, by 9 a.m. or by 9:30 a.m. I should be done with my laundry. And so I think that should keep on ringing like a bell at the back of your mind, because you know that once your deadline passes, it means you didn't meet your targets. You understand? So when you set a deadline for the things that you want to do, it will help you to manage your time correctly. And then number three, you can get a to-do calendar or a to-do list. You can go on Google Play Store or iOS if you are using iPhone, and you can easily download some of these apps. Like I have one I'm using currently. It helps me to plan tasks for the day. Let's say today I have 5 different things I want to do before the day runs out. So I go to my to-do list and I list these things out. Number 1, go to the market. Number 2, fix the laundry. Number 3, go to the bank. Number 4, charge my phone. And then number 5, cook food or something. So this helps. As I'm doing my things, I'm ticking my list, you know. So when I'm done with number 1, I tick it on the list, and I'm done with number 2. When I'm done with number 2, I tick it on my list. And before you know it, my to-do list for the day is done and dusted. You should try this as well. It would really help. So the next point is to take breaks in between your tasks for the day. Let's say maybe when you woke up in the morning, you knew you had 5 things to do. If you do 3, or let's say you do 2, you could rest a little bit, and then you do 1, rest a little bit, and then do the remaining 2 later on. Or you could decide to do 3, and then you rest later on, you do the remaining 2. This is important because it will help you to at least function properly. You know, your heart wouldn't be beating fast like, oh, I still have lots of things to do, you know, that sort of thing. But when you maybe break the task into 2 different groups. The first one, after completing, you take a break. It will help you to relax. And of course, this is physically because you get to take a rest. Maybe you could take a nap or you eat a snack or something. And then mentally, it will help you to just feel relaxed in your brain, that at least you have achieved some things which you still have others to do, but you take the rest in between so that you can function properly. It will even re-energize you, you know. So the energy you have spent in doing the previous 3 things, during the time of your break, of course, you will be able to gather yourself back, gather some energy back, and then be able to be more productive while you are doing the rest of the task. The next point is to organize yourself properly. This, of course, has a lot to do with your to-do list. It still comes back to here, because when you have a to-do list, meaning that you have planned your day ahead of time, they're able to know these are the things I want to do at this particular time. These are the things I want to do now, or these are the places I want to go at so and so time. This way it's like you have a day calendar, you understand, or a time calendar where you have broken everything down bit by bit, and it will really go a long way to help you. Before you know, the day is not running fast ahead of you. Before you know, you're not asking yourself questions like, what have I done today? I mean, when I woke up, I had my day planned, but everything has just changed, and the problem is when time passes, it can't come back. Assuming we have something where we can just, draw time back, or maybe rewind it, so that maybe you woke up around 7 a.m. and you realize, oh, I woke up late, so what do I have to do? Okay, let me get back in bed and then rewind time. Let's say you wanted to wake up earlier, so you're like, okay, let me rewind time to go back to 6 a.m. so I can wake up. That's a problem. We cannot do that. So all we have to do is manage the time correctly. A very important aspect of managing time is setting your goals correctly. The most important word for this tip here is correctly. There are goals and then there are goals. You get the point? So it all depends, okay? When you have goals, you should be able to know which one comes first. This has a lot to do with priority, of course. You should be able to know which one is more important. Which one do I need to do first? So when you set your goals correctly, you'll be able to manage your time, at least to an extent that would make you to be more productive. The next point is for you to plan ahead. Let's say, if possible, you should be able to plan your week ahead. Of course, how you want the week to be. Maybe you have children runs, what you need to put for them to take to school, what you need to cook and stock your refrigerator so that you will have food throughout the week. When it comes to cooking can be very, very stressful. But did you know that there is a way you could make your cooking less stressful, which would maybe help you to manage time as well? Let's say you want to cook 3 or 4 dishes. So what do? You should have at least a food timetable. This is where you write out the ingredients you are going to need for the food. Maybe you need to stock up your kitchen, or just generally, like for each dish, you should be able to know the ingredients. Okay, so once you list these ingredients out, what do? It would be easier for you, because once you pick up your food timetable, you already have an idea of the things you need to cook for that week. And so it makes it easier. Even when you are going to the market, you don't have to start asking yourself, do I have this in my kitchen? Do I have that in my salt finish? Am I out of pepper or something? Because before that time, you had already gone through your kitchen as a result of the food timetable you made, which will make you go through your kitchen to know the ingredients that you already have at home. What kind of meat do you need to buy? What are the things that you just need to stock your kitchen to be able to meet up your list on the food timetable? So that would also help you to manage your time when it comes to cooking, because sometimes you want to cook and your head is just all over the place. You don't even know where to start from. Like, you're like, what should I cook today? Okay, so what did we eat last week? What are the children going to take to school for this week? That sort of thing. But once you have your food timetable in place, it will make the whole process easier. Plan ahead, that is the key point. Once you plan ahead, things will they are likely to go smoothly. They are likely to be less stressful for you. And the last tip for managing your time is to remove less important tasks. Let's say you're working on your to-do list. What do you have to do? The tasks that you see are not important, things you don't have to even put on your list, take them out. Let's say you have a deadline to meet and you have maybe a proposal or something you're working on for a client. This is very important. Okay, so you leave it on your task list. And then maybe cooking. Probably you have some food you have already cooked, but you just feel like maybe cooking a little noodle or something. So that noodle doesn't have to fit into your to-do list. Why? Because it's not important. It's something that if you feel like eating it, if the text comes up, you can walk into your kitchen simply and just prepare it. So this doesn't even have to find its way into your to-do list because it is less important. The tasks that you need to add to your to-do list are things that you cannot do without, things that you need to beat time in order to be able to fulfill them. These are the things that you need to put in your to-do list. Okay, so what happens when you don't manage time? What happens when you're not able to meet up with your schedule? What happens when you're not able to fulfill your tasks? One, poor work outflow. Like, things will not go smoothly. You won't even feel fulfilled. You won't be able to meet your targets. You won't be able to produce your desired results. So the best thing for you to do is to be able to manage time. Like, personally, I have this time management problem. So I will also take time to watch this video so that we can work on it together. You know, maybe I want to go out. You would see me walking up and down. Like, I go into the room, come out, go back into the room, then I forget or I remember that I had forgotten something in the parlor. I come back out to the parlor and then I realize that, oh, my shoes are not even polished yet or clean, or I don't even know what I'm going to wear for the day. And so I go back out trying to sort my shoes, or I go back in trying to sort my clothes. I mean, the whole thing is a total mess, you know. So I had to do some research on how to manage time, and I thought to myself, oh, maybe someone out there is also having the same problem as I am. So why not do a video to encourage myself and then help others along the way? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're able to manage time in order to be more productive, in order to be able to set your goals or meet your goals that you had set already. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope that after watching this video, if you're able to implement one or two tips at least, it will go a long way to help you to be able to manage your time. Thank you, and please be sure to come back to my channel so you check out other videos, and don't forget to share. It's very, very important to share. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.